Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by his manager Marcus Mann, representing the Black Hand Society. From St. Paul, Minnesota, weighing 220 pounds, is one half of the tag team champions, Jack Pollock.
All right, we are live here in Brilliant, Ohio for some high risk, and we're about to have a great contest here between two Lance Storm Wrestling Academy trainees. The first trainee from Lance Storm is going to be one half of our Black Diamond Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Jack Pollock, along with his manager Marcus Mann. They are members of the Black Hand Society here in Black Diamond Wrestling. You know, I don't always agree with the Black Hand Society, and Jack Pollock here picking fights with kids. I don't always agree with the actions of the Black Hand Society. In fact, I never agree with the actions of the Black Hand Society. But Jack Pollock was trained well. Jack Pollock is a talented individual. I just wish he wasn't under the influence of Marcus Mann and the Black Hand Society.
Bryan Bowers.
And now we see Bryan Bowers. He calls himself the new hope of professional wrestling. And tonight maybe we'll see the new hope give us hope when he goes against Jack Pollock. You know what? We've been without hope for such a long time here in Black Diamond Wrestling. The Black Hand Society has us under duress, so to speak. You know, maybe we need some new blood. We need some fresh blood like Bryan Bowers to come in here and maybe show the Black Hand Society a thing or two, potentially here. But again, Jack Pollock out here picking fights with children. I just don't get it.
What?
Both of these men very talented. Bryan Bowers we've seen quite a few times here. He's had some wins recently against Gavin Jacobs and the Highlander Mike McGowan. It's been on a little bit of a streak. And I know he wants to add Jack Pollock to that list. You know, Jack Pollock, a now two-time Black Diamond Wrestling Tag Team Champion. He's had those titles for a while here.
Hey. This guy sucks.
Well, the crowd here is clearly behind Bryan Bowers, not liking Jack Pollock at all.
Hey, Pollock. Yo, your outfit. Hey. This kid said your outfit looks ridiculous, man. My outfit looks ridiculous. I'm not done with you yet.
Well, I think Jack Pollock should pay more attention to the match at hand here than the crowd on the outside of the ring. I think he's looking for too much adulation here. Yes, you're a tag team champion. Yes, you're a talented wrestler, but... Alright, we see both men locking up here. Pollock on the upper hand as both men get into the corner here.
I got it. Ooh, you like that one, huh?
Showing some disrespect here, but Bryan Bowers is having none of that. You know, I gotta say I like the fire behind Bryan Bowers here, especially standing up to Jack Pollock and the Black Hand Society. We need more people like that. We need more people like Bryan Bowers to stand up to the Black Hand Society. We've had quite a few guys like Matt Connard, guys like Jay Flash, standing up to the Black Hand. Chris LaRusso comes to mind. get back to the action here. Bowers trying to go for a quick pin here, but Pollock is a bit too smart for that. Bit too smart to get caught up in a pin so early on. And it looks like Marcus Mann is just trying to make some excuses here. The guy's full of them. You know, he just said the Black Hand Society runs Black Diamond. They don't. One man runs Black Diamond right now, and that is Jake Garrett, after the absence of Timothy Cash. And we'll see... Actually, the control of Black Diamond will be online at our 12th anniversary show when Jake Garrett takes on Ronnie Stark's contract signing, which we'll see at a later date. But Bowers and Pollock going back and forth here. Pollock trying to sneak in a quick victory there, but unable to break the headlock. And again, right back into it. You can see the frustration mounting on Pollock's face here. Jack Pollock certainly does not want to be in this position as we're moving forward. And again, Jack Pollock too concerned with the crowd, and he ends up making mistakes. Right back into a side headlock here by Bryan Bowers. Bryan Bowers keeping Pollock grounded, taking control of the match. Pollock trying to take control here, but Bowers just hip tosses him, and Pollock goes right to the outside of the ring here, taking a breather. Come on, guys, there's no timeouts in wrestling. You're just going to get counted out here. Well, Jack Pollock almost getting had it up to 6 here. Oh, Bowers isn't going to let him grandstand anymore here as he goes on to the outside to meet Jack Pollock here. Bryan Bowers listening to the young fans here in the crowd, letting them take shots at Jack Pollock here. Those are the moments you can only see and you can only be a part of when you attend Black Diamond Wrestling Live. And remember, we will be in Martins Ferry on May 16th for legal action. And you can come see us live, and we will also be in Sistersville on May 23rd. Be sure to come out and see us. Bryan Bowers back in control of this contest. He's controlling this contest a lot more than I thought he would be. Because Jack Pollock definitely has more years on Bryan Bowers, has more experience, has more accolades. This is really just Bryan Bowers' first year in the wrestling business. Still has a lot to learn, but is very talented. A lot of raw talent in Bryan Bowers. And again, Bowers keeping control of this contest, but oh! Smart move by Jack Pollock. Sending Bowers to the outside like that, that could cause an injury. And that's not something Bowers is going to want to have, especially in his young career here. Double axe handle off the apron from Jack Pollock. Pollock again jaw-jacking with the young fans here in attendance in Brilliant, Ohio. And that might be a mistake. You can't just let a young guy like Bryan Bowers sit there. You have to stay on top of him, or else it's going to come back to bite you. Pollock bringing the action back into the ring here. But Bowers still has a lot of fight left in him. You got to do a lot more than that to keep Bowers down. And Pollock going right to the eyes there. One of our newest referees, Dakota, calling Pollock out on it. If he keeps doing it, he'll get a disqualification. Going for a pin here. He did hook the leg, but that cover almost felt a bit lackadaisical there. And you got to put all that pressure down on the shoulders if you're going to pin someone with the desire, the fire of Bryan Bowers. But Pollock has gained control of this match, going at his pace now. But again, Bryan Bowers is a fighter. He's going to keep fighting back. And Pollock looking to knock him out here. Looking to put Bryan Bowers to sleep. And you can tell he's fading here. This could be the end here. Bowers looks down and out. Bowers needs to dig deep if he's going to get out of this one. There's a 1 count. And a 2, just one more, and this is over. Oh. So close to hitting the ground there. Bowers. I think Bowers is feeding off the energy from the crowd here in attendance. Oh! Bowers gets caught on that top rope, and Jack Pollock takes advantage. Pollock very smart in taking advantage of Bowers' mistake. And again, Bowers a guy you need to stay on top of, and Pollock. Again, Pollock worried about the crowd here. Worried about the crowd too much. And come on now, Pollock choking Bryan Bowers here on the ropes.
2, 3, 4.
He does have until 5. But I know Jack Pollock is a better wrestler than needing to use those tactics. Nice body slam there from Jack Pollock. But it's not enough to keep down the New Hope. Jack Pollock, he's going for a chin lock here, it looks like. Maybe he'll try to convert that into a sleeper if he can, but Bryan Bowers fighting out again here, folks.
You guys ready for this one, huh?
Oh, Bowers reverses. Almost a 3 there. Bowers almost got that 3 out of nowhere. But comes right back into a brutal clothesline by Jack Pollock. Jack Pollock again, just not taking the time to cover Bryan Bowers properly. Like I said, with a kid as much fight in him, you can't just lay on top of him. You have to hook the leg. You got to put as much pressure down on those shoulders as possible if you want to get a 3 count on someone like Bryan Bowers. And Bowers still fighting. But Jack Pollock using the ring to his advantage. Oh, but he gets hit with that calf kick from Bowers. That spinning heel kick, rather. We've seen him do the calf kick in the back. That was a spinning heel. Caught him right on the jaw. That might be a knockout blow, and he might have been able to get a 3 count here if he wasn't so worn out from the previous action in the match. And Bowers fighting hard, as is Pollock, to get back to his feet. Both men exchanging blows here, trying to regain position in this contest. Oh, Bowers. Nice back elbow from Bryan Bowers. And a drop kick sends Jack Pollock to the mat. Bowers getting the crowd up on their feet here. And Bowers going up top here. Cross body. That could be it. Let's call 1, 2. Pollock just kicking out of that one.
Big kick out, buddy. Big kick out. You're still in this.
Just kicking out of that one. You can see the look on Pollock's face that he's a bit surprised by everything that happened. As Bowers taking it to the corner here. Some great back and forth action. Bowers on the second rope here. Maybe going for a tornado DDT. Calling for it at least. Pollock, nice counter. Right into a Russian leg sweep.
That's it. That's it.
And a nice cover from Pollock could be it. Obviously, Pollock was not expecting the kick out there. And I thought it was close. I could have seen that go Pollock's way here. Pollock now calling for something here. Generally, he'll finish off an opponent with the Soul Polish boot. But maybe taking a page out of Peyton Graham's book. Maybe we'll see a Death Valley driver, maybe a Samoan drop. But not. He looked around at the crowd a bit too much, grandstanding. Oh, and Bowers got him. Bowers just picked it up right there, and Pollock doesn't believe it. Pollock is in disbelief here. And Bryan Bowers just added another name to his list, and that's a Black Diamond Wrestling Tag Team Champion in Jack Pollock. Your winner here in Brilliant, Ohio is Bryan Bowers. Marcus Mann beside himself.